Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to the 2021 Volvo Yachting Excellence Awards. My name's Jesse Tuke, and it's my privilege to once again be hosting this evening. And as you may have noticed, things are slightly different this year. While we'll love to be coming to you from the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron and sharing a dinner and drinks with everyone, Auckland's somewhat scuppered those plans, so we've got the next best thing. We're very lucky to be down here at the Tauranga Yacht and Powerboat Club on an absolutely stunning summer's evening. Plenty of boats out, and I tell you what, looking around the room, names behind me, Tauranga Yacht and Powerboat Club is an absolute juggernaut of producing talent. Now, the awards evening. Some awards, as you probably know, have already been handed out, but there's still plenty of our big awards to give out this evening as well, including the major award, the Sir Bernard Ferguson Award for the Orbit World Travel Sailor of the Year. Now, we thought it important to have these awards this evening. It could have been easy just to say, nope, we're not going to do it, but even in a COVID year, there's been so many amazing achievements around the world, but also on a club and national level as well. So we thought it was extremely important to acknowledge all of those achievements. I'd also like to acknowledge the judging panel who, as they do every year, have an enormous task ahead of them in picking the winners. And as I've said before, there's certainly no shortfall of people and achievements that could be up for those awards. Now, before we get into things this evening, we've received this message from Yachting New Zealand patron and the new New Zealand Governor-General, the Right Honourable Dame Cindy Kiro.
Kia ora Koto. I am delighted to join you today, albeit virtually, to celebrate yachting excellence in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Some of you may know that my husband Wichard is an experienced sailor, having built a double-hulled ketch and sailed it from the UK to the Falkland Islands and then back again to the Caribbean. We both share a deep respect for the sea, and I like to think that we represent the two great maritime traditions, Polynesian and European, that have contributed to our country's proud heritage on the water. This year's award winners build on that tradition and help New Zealand stay on the right track for success. I am so very proud of New Zealand's sailing skills as demonstrated by our sailors and maritime experts year after year. Congratulations to you all. Until we're able to meet in person, may you have fair winds and following seas.
Thank you, Dame Cindy Kiro. Now at this point, Yachting New Zealand President and Board Chair Ross Blackman typically welcomes everyone to the awards dinner. And this year, Ross is doing it from Russell, where he lives. So, Ross from Russell, stage is yours.
Good evening. I'm Ross Blackman, President of Yachting New Zealand, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2021 Volvo Excellence Awards. This virtual ceremony is another first for Yachting New Zealand and follows our successful Zoom AGM last month. I'd like to congratulate all of this year's award recipients. You have all made major contributions to sailing in New Zealand. Whether you were first across the finish line or whether you laid the finish line, you have all played a part in inspiring New Zealanders of all ages and from all walks of life to get out on the water and experience what we all love. Thanks for doing what you do. I'm looking forward to next year's ceremony when hopefully we'll be able to meet, greet and celebrate another fantastic year of sailing together, as we've all done in the past. Until then, I hope you enjoy this evening's ceremony as we honour our winners and that you have a great summer on the water.
Thanks, Ross. We'll start tonight's proceedings by reminding you of those individuals who have already been announced as winners, starting with the Service Awards, supported by Boating New Zealand. Boating New Zealand is the country's premier magazine for people who love the adventure of boating. And they recognise the sacrifices and contributions of volunteers who are the foundations of our sailing success and what it is built on. The Service Awards are all about outstanding service to sailing and boating and recognising those people who often give up countless hours of their own time so others can continue to enjoy our great sport. the Yachting New Zealand Service Awards supported by Boating New Zealand for 2021 are David Austin, Yachting New Zealand; Richard Brown, Murray's Bay Sailing Club; Doug France, Kitty Kitty Cruising Club; Gary Hill and Ian Young, Windfoil New Zealand, Wakateri Boating Club; Wayne Huang, Bucklands Beach Yacht Club; Wayne King, Naval Point Club, Littleton; Jonathan Klein, Mercury Bay Boating Club; Anna Leslie, McAndrew Bay Boating Club; Jamie Sutherland, New Plymouth Yacht Club; Brendan Terrell, Sailability Auckland and NZ Hansa Class Association; and of course Brian Trubovich, Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron. Congratulations again to all of tonight's recipients, and I tell you what, they are every year. These truly are my favourite awards because these people are the ones that keep this sport afloat. So thank you. Safety has been a key consideration over the past couple of years, and when it comes to safety on the water, Wichard on Safety at Sea have got you covered. Established in 1996, Safety at Sea specialise in offering the world's leading marine safety products and aviation survival equipment, and they are proud to be supporting this year's Cruising Award. Now, we've all been affected by the impact of COVID-19, and unfortunately, that's extended right through to our ability to go yachting and boating. I know it's been very painful for many of you. But one individual, however, was determined to still attend his mum's 80th birthday. Just one problem, it was over in the UK. But this person didn't let that stop him. He jumped in the boat and sailed solo halfway around the world. That man was Andrew Ventura, and he is this year's winner of the Cruising Award, supported by Wichard on Safety at Sea. Andrew departed New Zealand in December 2020 and sailed solo 12,000 nautical miles to England. It wasn't all plain sailing though, and halfway across the Southern Ocean, he discovered an issue with his chain plates, fearing the mast on his 35-foot yacht was going to come down. No worries, mate, just a small hiccup. But on top of that, his engine was refusing to start because of electronic issues, and losing virtually all means of communication. Had a bit on, fair to say. He eventually made it to England, but was unfortunately late for his mother's birthday, and I hear she let him know about it. Mate, I hope you got her a good present. Heck of a story. You are this year's winner of the Cruising Award. Congratulations once again, Andrew. We now move on to the presentation of the Youth Performance Awards presented by Harken. Harken have been making quality boating equipment for more than 50 years, to the point that their gear dominates events like the America's Cup, Ocean Race, Olympics, and World Championships. Their commitment to excellence makes them a great fit to sponsor the Youth Performance Awards because they have a passion to help the next generation of New Zealanders get into, but most importantly, stay in sailing. These awards recognise youth sailors 20 years or under who have achieved an outstanding sailing performance. This year's Youth Performance winners are Amelia Angus and Carrington Brady, Wakateri Boating Club; Caleb Armit, Murray's Bay Sailing Club; Braden Hamilton and Seb Menzies, Wakateri Boating Club and Murray's Bay Sailing Club; Sean Herbert, Manly Sailing Club; Rebecca Hume, Murray's Bay Sailing Club; Lucy Leith and Lizzie Shapland, Murray's Bay Sailing Club; Blake McGlashan and Jack Fruin, you guessed it, Murray's Bay Sailing Club and Howick Sailing Club; Mason Mulcahy and Cam McGlashan, Murray's Bay Sailing Club; and last but not least, Greta Pilkington, Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron. Congratulations to all of tonight's winners. We now move on to the presentation of the 2021 Yachting New Zealand Performance Awards. The Performance Awards recognise outstanding sailing performance and exceptional achievement. And like we said, even in a COVID year, there's still been plenty of those. The 2021 Yachting New Zealand Performance Award winners are Joe Alley, Takapuna Boating Club; Peter Burling and Blair Tuke, Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron, Royal Akarani Yacht Club, Tauranga Yacht and Powerboat Club, Kitty Kitty Cruising Club; Erica Dawson, Murray's Bay Sailing Club, Royal Akarana Yacht Club. Emirates Team New Zealand, Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron. Alistair Gifford, Max South, Frankie Deere, Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron. Josh Jr., Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron, Royal Akarana Yacht Club, Wersa Bay Boating Club, and Wichard Boating Club. Knots Racing, Nick Ignot Johnson, Zach Murden, Sam Barnett, Bradley McLaughlin, Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron. Liv Mackay, Napier Sailing Club. Andy Maloney, Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron, Royal Akarana Yacht Club, Murray's Bay Sailing Club. Sam Mitch, Tauranga Yacht and Powerboat Club. Paul Snow Hansen and Daniel Wilcox, Wakatiri Boating Club and Murray's Bay Sailing Club. And again, last but not least, Lucas Walton Keem, Takapuna Boating Club. Like I said, certainly no shortage of amazing performances this year. Congratulations once again to all of tonight's winners. Just before we move on to the big awards for the night, I have the privilege of announcing 2 Yachting New Zealand Life members. The first of them, Peter Dawson. Peter's proven himself to be one of New Zealand's most capable event organisers. His involvement with yachting stretches back some time, with his first major event, the 2011 Optimus World Championships in Napier. He also oversaw the 2016 Youth Sailing World Championships, an event described by World Sailing as having set a new bar in event management, despite the fact that New Zealand had only 7 months to fund and prepare, and was then event director for the highly decorated 2019 49er, 49er FX and NACRA 17 World Championships in Auckland. Peter's also a keen sailor and can often be found at Zephyr regattas around the country. I know how hard Pete works, and it's such an honour to announce him into the Life member status. Secondly, we have Greg Knowles. Greg spent 7 years on the board of Yachting New Zealand, 5 as chair and president, and left the national sporting organisation in a strong position when he retired in 2020. Not only did his tenure coincide with good success on the water, but he also helped organise the 2016 Youth Sailing World Championships in Auckland. Greg helped put together a progressive and highly capable board, highlighted by the recent awarding of the governance mark by Sport New Zealand. He is also a 2-time Olympian, competing in the Flying Dutchman. And to top things off, he's just an Olympic selector for Snow Sports New Zealand. Quite the diverse range there, Greg. Congratulations to both Greg and Pete on their Life memberships. Now we move on to the big awards for the evening. We'll start with the SeaLogs Official of the Year. When it comes to sailing and being out on the water, the last thing you want to do is paperwork. And that's why SeaLogs have created a digital logbook and fleet management solution that captures things like voyage information, safety checks, engine and fuel details, crew timing, and sea time. This award recognises the outstanding service to officiating at any level, and recent winners include John Henry, Ian Clouston, and Gerald Flynn. The winner of the SeaLogs Official of the Year is Megan Kensington. Megan Kensington has been involved in race management for more than 20 years and is one of only 4 New Zealanders who are international race officers. Earlier this year, she travelled to Japan and officiated at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, working mostly on the RSX course. Although she's previously worked on big events like the America's Cup and the Ocean Race, Megan is also very active on the domestic club scene and is regularly found officiating anything from club racing right through to national level. This is a very deserving award. Congratulations, Megan. It's now time to announce the Yachting New Zealand Coach of the Year. Coaches are integral to helping sailors fulfil their potential, and Yachting New Zealand aim to provide a world-class coaching system where coaches can succeed at the level they aspire to. Recent winners of this award include Andrew Murdoch and John Cutler. The winner of the 2021 Yachting New Zealand Coach of the Year is Aaron McIntosh. Aaron is a former Olympic bronze medalist and 3-time world champion in the windsurfing class, but he's achieved phenomenal success as head coach of the Netherlands windsurfing team over the past decade. It started with Dorian van Lisselberg, who won 2 Olympic titles and also 2 world titles, and he carried that on with Kieran Badlow, who won gold in the RSX at the Tokyo Olympics this year, on top of 3 world titles for himself. Aaron also played a key role in the resurgence of windsurfing here, through windfoiling, which will be on the program for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Tell you what, Aaron, I reckon come back and jump on the Yachting New Zealand coaching staff for that one. But a phenomenal achievement, congratulations. It's now time to announce the 2021 Lawson Dry Hills President's Award. This award recognises work done in promoting, supporting and developing the interests of yachting. Recent winners include Peter Dawson and Jude Eads, the New Zealand Sailing Trust and Graham Catley. We're now joined by Belinda Jackson from Lawson's Dry Hills to announce tonight's winner.
Hello, I'm Belinda Jackson from Lawson's Dry Hills, and we are proud to be the official wine partner of Yachting New Zealand. We're also delighted to sponsor the annual President's Award. So this year it gives me great pleasure to announce that the winner is Pleasant Point Yacht Club. Congratulations.
Just over a decade ago, the Pleasant Point Yacht Club were facing an extremely uncertain future after their club rooms were destroyed by the Christchurch earthquakes. Club members have put in a mammoth effort to not only find a new home, but also to raise the funds to build new facilities. They did that in time though for the opening of the 2019 and 2020 season, which coincided with celebrating their centenary. And I tell you, I heard it was an absolute ripper. The club appear to be well and truly set for the next 100 years. Such an awesome achievement. I know how much work went into this, so congratulations to everyone involved in the Pleasant Point Yacht Club. Well done. Now we move on to the Yachting New Zealand Sustainability Award. This award recognises an affiliated club, individual or organisation who has promoted, supported or developed sustainable practices in New Zealand. Recent winners include the Hyundai 2019 49er, 49er FX and NACRA 17 World Championships and the Wakatiri Boating Club. The winner of the Yachting New Zealand Sustainability Award for 2021 is Live Ocean. Earlier tonight we recognised the on-water achievements of Peter Burling and Blair Tuke, but the pair have been leaders off the water as well. Live Ocean, the environmental charity that they established, has been at the forefront of efforts to not only make positive change but also protect our oceans and raise awareness on the issues that we all face. Live Ocean have been able to take that message out to the world through their association with the New Zealand Sail GP team. And it won't come as a surprise to learn that the Kiwis are leading the Impact League when it comes to the environmental efforts of the teams. Congratulations to Live Ocean. Next up is the North Sails Sportsmanship Award. This award recognises outstanding sportsmanship by an individual or team which best exemplifies the spirit of yachting. Recent winners include Andrew McMurdy and Jennifer Halliday, and Harry Edwards and Emily Overend. We're now joined by Andrew Wills from North Sails to announce this year's winner of the North Sails Sportsmanship Awards.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wills from North Sails New Zealand. We're really proud to present the Sportsmanship Award. This year's award winners are all the people that responded and assisted in the rescue of American Magic during the America's Cup. In particular, the Team New Zealand, Luna Rossa and Ineos members. Well done and thanks, and look forward to seeing you on the water soon.
American Magic!
The North Sails Sportsmanship Awards go to all the teams and individuals led by Emirates Team New Zealand and Luna Rossa who assisted in the rescue and support of American Magic during that amazing, spectacular and very serious capsize during the 2021 America's Cup. It ripped a hole in their boat and it threatened to sink their AC-75. Their 3 rivals, along with a number of volunteers and emergency responders, immediately jumped in to help and ensure that firstly everyone was safe, but then to work hard to stop the boat from sinking. It was a monumental effort, but it didn't stop there. Once back on shore, the teams all offered equipment and personnel to help them get back out on the water, and that they did. As American Magic skipper Terry Hutchinson said, it was a display of sportsmanship that transcended sport. It's hard to argue with that. Well done to everyone involved in that amazing rescue effort. We now move on to the Lucky Young Leadership Award. The team at Lucky are ocean lovers, on a mission to inspire positive change in the custom clothing industry. Right now, the world is crying out for leaders to have the courage to act with empathy towards our global environment and community. By aligning themselves with the Young Leadership Award, Lucky supports leaders of tomorrow who have decided to stand up and act. This year's award recognises outstanding leadership by a young individual aged 16 to 24 in the sailing community. And recent winners include Polly Wright and Serena Goodall. The winner of the Lucky Young Leadership Award is Vaughan Bamford. Vaughan is a young leader who gets stuck into absolutely everything he's involved in. Not only is the 22-year-old a coach at the Christchurch Yacht Club, but he's also Rear Commodore there and Vice President of the Canterbury Yachting Association. One of his principal aims is getting other youngsters involved at a governance level. If that wasn't enough, he's helped the club through their MOS exemption process and upgraded both the CYA and CYC websites, and also run maintenance courses for young sailors and devotes time to training Sea Scouts. Tell you what, Vaughan, that's a very impressive CV and a very deserving award. Congratulations. The next award is the Aon Emerging Talent Award. This award recognises young talents who have the potential to go on and be stars of the future. Recent winners of this award include Tom House, Ted Owry and Vila Tenhav. Joining us to announce this year's winner is Jeff Blampede from Aon to announce the winner of the Aon Emerging Talent Award.
My name is Jeff Blampede and I'm CEO of Aon New Zealand. For the last 16 years, we've been sponsoring youth and sport, and for 8 of those, we've been sponsoring Yachting New Zealand. I'm particularly pleased to announce today the winners of the 2021 Aon Emerging Talent Award, and they are Tessa Clinton, Will Leach, Nicola Hume, and Sean Kensington. Congratulations to you all, and I hope you have a very successful career in yachting. Thank you.
Tessa Clinton has been one of the country's leading females. In fact, she's been the leading female Optimist sailor for the last couple of years and won the girls' title the last 2 years at the Optimist National Championships. Will Leach from the South Island picked up his first national Optimist title at this year's National Championships in Maraetai. Nicola Hume won the girls' title at this year's Starling National Championships and also won the Naomi James Trophy as the top female at this year's P-Class Nationals. And Sean Kensington, winning last year's Optimist National title and then did the Tanner Tauranga double at this year's P-Class Nationals. Congratulations to all those youngsters, and we look forward to following your progress in the future. Now we're down to the last few awards for the evening, and we move on to the New Zealand Sailing Foundation Young Female and Young Male Sailors of the Year. The New Zealand Sailing Foundation of the Year award is recognition of an outstanding performance in competition by sailors 20 years or under. It's a prestigious award, and recent winners include Courtney Reynolds-Smith and Seb Menzies and Blake McGlashan. Joining us to announce this year's winner of the New Zealand Sailing Foundation Young Sailors of the Year is Michelle Bain from the New Zealand Sailing Foundation.
Hi, I'm Michelle Bain, a trustee of the NZL Sailing Foundation. We've been supporting young New Zealand sailors to compete in international competition and achieve their dreams for over 30 years. We're very pleased to be sponsoring the NZL Sailing Foundation Young Female and Young Male Sailor of the Year Awards. The winner of the 2021 NZL Sailing Foundation Young Female Sailor of the Year is Lucy Leith and Lizzie Sharpland.
Lucy Leith and Lizzie Sharpland put together an impressive record of results in the 29er over the past 12 months, starting with an absolutely dominant display at last year's National Youth Championships when they won with a race to spare. They backed that up with victory at this year's 29 Nationals, and they also won the Sir Peter Blake Regatta, the 2020 North Island National Championships as well. Lucy also captained the Rangitoto College team to victory at this year's secondary schools team racing nationals. An impressive rap sheet, girls. Congratulations.
And the winner of the 2021 NZL Sailing Foundation Young Male Sailor of the Year is Caleb Armit.
Caleb Armit has been one of the country's best youth laser radial sailors of some time and solidified that reputation over the past 12 months with his results on the domestic scene. He took out the big one, the 2020 New Zealand Youth Championships. And I tell you what, I was there and it was extremely impressive. That would have seen him compete at the Youth Worlds, but unfortunately it was cancelled. He then backed that up with wins at the 2021 Ocean Bridge New Zealand Sailing Regatta and Sir Peter Blake Regatta. He also was third youth radial at the Laser National Championships in Wellington. Well done, Caleb and Lucy and Lizzie. We now move on to the Zeitgeist Male and Female Sailor of the Year Awards. Last year, these awards were awarded to Josh Jr. and Justina Kitchen. Whether pushing the boundaries on the forefront of innovation or kicking back after racing and watching the sunset, Zyke are never far from the water. They continually set the benchmark in water sports and apparel, and their gear is the choice of Olympic and world champions right around the globe. The winner of the 2021 Zyke Female Sailor of the Year is Erica Dawson. Erica Dawson had a big year of highs and lows. Her Olympic dreams were nearly shattered along with her fractured leg in a training accident only 5 weeks before the Tokyo Olympic Games. But she healed quickly to take her place alongside Micah Wilkinson in the NACRA 17. The pair were a little underdone, it's fair to say, but they still finished a very respectable 12th. Dawson then rejoined the New Zealand Sail GP team, quickly becoming the first Kiwi female to race in the High Octane Series. And I would like to point out that, very interestingly, the New Zealand team won their first race and second of the year with Dawson on board. Congratulations, Erica. It's been a massive year. We'll now move on to the Zyke Male Sailor of the Year. The winner of the 2021 Zyke Male Sailor of the Year is Andy Maloney. It was a bit like waiting for a bus. New Zealand waited nearly 60 years to win the Finn Gold Cup, and then two came along, one after the other. Earlier this year, Andy Maloney matched JJ's achievement in 2019 by winning the Finn World Championships. Maloney led from virtually start to finish in Koto, reveling in the often big waves and strong breezes, to finish ahead of Spain's Juan Cardona with great mate Josh in third. Maloney was also a key member of Emirates Team New Zealand in their America's Cup win and a part of the New Zealand Sail GP team. Congratulations, Andy, and also congratulations again to Erica. That brings us to the presentation of the main award for the evening. But before we get into that, I said it earlier that Tauranga Yacht and Powerboat Club is an absolute juggernaut of sailing talent. So I just want to have a look at a couple of these because I think they're quite impressive. I mean, you look up here, Olympians in 2016, so many of them, 3 of them won medals, pretty impressive. I mean, the list of world champions is very impressive as well, but probably my favourite is that in 2017, the Yachtsperson of the Year was Wichard and Heather Burling. You'd have to feel pretty aggrieved if you're Pete. I mean, he won an America's Cup in 2017. Wichard and Heather must have been a heck of a year because beating your son for that one is quite the achievement. And also scouring through the trophies. This little one here, the Tauranga Yacht Club's got their own Sir Bernard Ferguson trophy. So there you go, an awesome prize. So let's move on to our very own Sir Bernard Ferguson trophy for the Orbit World Travel Sailor of the Year for 2021. Now, recent winners of this top prize include Josh Jr. and Dan Slater. To present the award, please welcome Brendan Drury from Orbit World Travel.
Hi, my name is Brendan Drury. I'm the owner-operator managing director for Orbit World Travel. I'm really pleased to be here this evening on Zoom. I'm sorry I can't be in person, but that's what COVID does, and that's what happens when you live in Auckland. But we are really grateful to be here, and actually I just want to say a massive thanks to Yachting New Zealand for your support, Dave Abercrombie and the team. It's been an amazing 2 years, and it's been very, very tough, but we appreciate the love and the support that you've given us. We really are excited to be the key sponsor for Orbit World Travel Sailor of the Year. And I'm so pleased to announce the winner for 2021 for the Orbit World Travel Sailor of the Year, Emirates Team New Zealand. Massive congratulations.
Emirates Team New Zealand can now claim that they're the most successful America's Cup team in modern history after that amazing victory back in the summer this year. It wasn't easy though. The Italians pushed us early, a little bit scary, a little bit nervy, but after that, superior boat speed and crew work came through, demolishing them 7-3 in the end, and becoming, along the way, only the second nation to successfully challenge and defend the America's Cup twice. It was an absolutely phenomenal performance. Take me back. Please enjoy this short video because I know I will, reveling in that spectacular final day.
Emirates Team New Zealand are on track to add another memorable chapter to the America's Cup history book. It's on, race 10 of the America's Cup match 2021. Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli, defender, Emirates Team New Zealand. Emirates Team New Zealand do it again in a new class of boat that proves Kiwis can fly.
Enjoy the moment, boys. Connor.
Sailing's most treasured prize, the America's Cup
remains New Zealand's Cup.
We're also thrilled to be joined by Emirates Team New Zealand's Kevin Shoebridge to accept the award on the team's behalf.
Emirates Team New Zealand is honoured to be named the 2021 Sailor of the Year. It's been a fantastic journey for us over the past 3 or 4 years, and we were really thrilled to be able to defend the America's Cup in 2021 here in Auckland. In a lot of ways, I think it was probably our most complete team effort with the America's Cup victories we've had so far. It was the accumulation of years of work to get to that point. We're particularly proud of this win, having come up with a completely new concept of boat, a very technical boat that our design team of 25 guys did a great job on, and the overall team of 150 people that not only designed, built and sailed the boat in such a great fashion at the end. We're up against tough opposition. I think although there were only 3 challenges, it was very strong opposition and very focused opposition, so again that was really pleasing. We think New Zealand yachting is in a good space at the moment, very strong, and when New Zealand yachting's strong, we're strong. And we also now see that there's other pathways for people to be involved in the sport, not just being on the boat, but also the technology side, the boat building side, which is particularly pleasing.
Well, that brings a close to this year's slightly different Volvo Yachting Excellence Awards. But as I said earlier, thank you so much for tuning in, because it's so important that we acknowledge our amazing people and their amazing achievements in what's been a topsy-turvy year. But it's fair to say that yachting and boating in New Zealand is still very much alive and well, and I hope over the summer everyone gets to get out there and enjoy what we all love. Thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to all the award winners, and I hope to see you all again in person this time next year. Thank you and have a good evening.